Welcome to another Demarcation Media Blokees review. Galaxy version Defender is Blokees' newest scale, and I am really loving it. However, it is pretty confusing because there's a bunch of layers of rarity. If you want a good breakdown, I have a video up in the corner that talks about all the layers of rarity. But because there's so many layers of rarity, there are 4 rare figures that you can pull in this wave. So today we are going to take a close look at all 4 of the rare figures from the first wave. You're guaranteed to get 1 rare figure per case. So if you buy a full case, you'll get 1 rare. However, this guy seems to be more common than the other ones. Even though he has the same rarity as the special Optimus, which is 5 out of 144, he seems to show up a lot. I got 2 cases and it was both him, and I've seen a lot of people online getting him a lot. That's not necessarily a bad thing. He is a very good figure. He comes all in this silver plastic. This is a actual plastic color, not paint. And then he's got the Decepticon logo on his chest, detailing on his waist unit, detailing on his lower legs, a little bit of print work on his face, and then his eyes come in a metallic red. This is more print work than we see on the normal guy, so it's not just that he's shiny, he also just has more detail as a whole. And then he's got his little arm cannon, of course, and then around the back he's got a peg hole, which is interesting. I'm not really sure what that's for, but then he's got that other little gun barrel piece. Overall, very solid. I feel like this is more definitive than the normal Megatron. Like, I would go for this guy over the normal Megatron just because the silver just works really well. The extra print is nice, and overall, he's just a really solid figure. It is a little strange, though, that he seems to be more common than the other rare that has the exact same rarity. The rare Optimus is very interesting because I expected him to be painted very much like the normal rares from like normal Galaxy version. But no, he's actually molded in a red plastic and a shiny blue plastic and shiny silver. The red is the same as they used on Iron Man from their like amazing level 01. It's a very nice plastic color, although it does have a little bit of translucency to it, which I'm not a massive fan of. He comes armed with his standard Optimus blaster in a little bit of a different color than the normal guy. And then he's got some extra detailing, such as the silver in the legs. He's got the print work on his arms, some print on his waist unit, and the silver on his face is printed really nice. The eyes underneath are metallic. His little pipes on his shoulders are printed, which the normal guy does not have. And then around the back, there's not a ton going on. But yeah, this dude looks really nice. Really nice. Although I will say, the normal one does look really good still. I don't know, I was expecting this guy to just immediately win out over the normal version, but I do still like the normal version. Even though it has less detail, I think it still is perfectly serviceable, whereas I feel like the Megatron, the rare Megatron is just better for some reason. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Now we're getting into the super rares. I don't think Blokees actually calls it that. They call it special armor type, but these are super rare. So the other guys had a rarity of 5 out of 144. This has rarity of 1 out of 144. So that's way more rare. And they are way cooler. So this dude is, what do they call him? Megatron fully armed, and holy moly, he is fully armed. Look at this massive cannon on the one arm. And then his normal fusion cannon has this heat gradient on it, which I think looks awesome. That is so cool. I love it when Blokees does that. In addition to that, he also has red printed on the inside of his legs to be more accurate to the original design. And then he's got this giant jetpack thing on his back, which looks really cool. It almost looks like there's guns on that too, so he could fly in and shoot. It's 2 pieces, and then it's got some print work on it, which is awesome. There's also a peg hole in there. I don't know, maybe a flight stand would fit there, like a Figma flight stand. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this looks great. I absolutely love this. And you can mix and match parts if you wanted to with this Megatron. You just honestly swap the legs, because the legs and then the extra accessories are the main differences. But if you just swap the legs, then you could have a normal, not 100% firepower, fully armed Megatron with the inner red legs, which is a nice compatibility, in my opinion. And then our last figure is Optimus Prime 100% Firepower. And this guy is probably my favorite. So first of all, he's not done in the same red as the rare we just looked at. This guy is actually painted. This is the more shiny red, the kind that we're more used to seeing from Blokees. He comes with that gun in the same kind of metallic, but this time he's got this massive arm-mounted railgun, which comes in 2 pieces. Now, mine came with a little rubber piece covering up one of the pegs, I guess to keep the red spray from getting on it. So just pull that off and throw it away. I got worried at first that it was some sort of weird, I don't know, something was going on because the paint was coming off everywhere and it was a mess. But no, that's just to cover it up so that they don't accidentally make the pegs too thick for Optimus to hold. So that was a nice touch. He's got the print on his shoulder, which all of them had, but then he's got print on the arms. He has the print on the waist. Now this guy has a print on the legs, but he also has the little boxes on the sides of his legs printed as well, which is really nice. Mine came with a few issues. The silver was like scratching off on one part. That can happen. A lot of times it's if the final layer of the paint doesn't get put on properly, it'll scratch. So I just painted a little bit myself and top coated it to keep it from scratching again. And then he comes with the wings. The wings are painted on the inside, which is really nice. Around the back, you can just see the silver bits on the end. Some nice molded detail. That's really nice. This guy makes me think of Optimus from Bayverse when he gets Jetfire's parts.
Let's roll.
And it's awesome. It's like very anime-esque Optimus. This is anime levels of firepower. My only real complaint here is that Optimus's little pipe bits on his shoulders easily bump into the wings, which means your posability is somewhat limited by how close the wings are to Optimus. I feel like maybe putting them a little farther off his back to allow for movement there, because Megatron doesn't have any problem moving his arms, even though he has little bits sticking up. But yeah, that was just something I noticed. I was like, that's a little bit of a bummer. Other than that, though, I absolutely love this. It looks so cool. Unfortunately, you cannot swap parts with the other Optimus to make a normal, just shiny, fully detailed Optimus, because, like I said, it is a different color than the standard rare, so you're kind of just stuck with the fully armored up Optimus. So that's a little bit of a bummer since Megatron had the compatibility between the two, but Optimus doesn't. But that's not really a huge complaint. So there you have it. That is all 4 of the rare figures from Galaxy Version Defender. What do they call this wave? This is a long name. Galaxy Version Defender 01 Galaxy Shining. Yeah, it's first wave. The first wave of Galaxy Defender. And I have to say, the 4 different rares is a bit much to collect. The levels of collectability are insane in this wave. But I have to say, these are absolutely awesome figures. I love all 4 of these. They're so great. And like I said, the normal Optimus, perfectly serviceable. I feel like normal Megatron's a little more meh. But these guys are just so good. So good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they cook up with this line. I'm not necessarily looking forward to having to collect 4 rares again, because that's just a bit of a pain. I know for a lot of you guys who like to complete waves, it's also a bit of a pain, but still, these figures are so cool. So cool. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the layers of rarity? What do you think of the rare figures? Which one is your favorite? Have you gotten any of them? Or do you just like the normal variants? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.